In this lesson, we're going to take a look at how the mixer is integrated into 3ds Max 8 for nonlinear animation. As most of you know, the mixer was already available for using Character Studio bipeds, but now you can use it for any object in 3ds Max as well as character rigs. So let's look at how we can integrate the rigs into the mixer. Open up the file mixer start.max. If you play back, you see we have a simple animation on the rig on the right. The rig on the left has no animation. This rig has already been saved using save animation. In this case, we only save the animation for certain control objects, so we're going to load that animation onto our new character. So we'll select those objects, and from graph editors, we'll click on Motion Mixer. You'll see that the Motion Mixer is exactly the same as in Character Studio, so we can have our clips in here as we had with our biped. But in this case, instead of loading a biped, we're going to load max objects. So we'll click on this, and it brings up a dialog. It has all of the objects that we already selected, as well as the option to use selection sets. Name this target underscore rig, and click on add. At this point, a track is created, and we have our target rig here. To load the animation, we just have to right-click, say New Clips from Files, and choose Mixer Animation01 XAF file. With the Load Animation tool, we can edit the mapping, so we'll click on that. And then this way the mixer can know how to map the animation from certain nodes, which tracks will be mapped and which tracks will not. The mapping has already been done for us. Say load motion, and you see we have a clip here. If I play back both rigs, you can see I have the same animation on both, so the animation was successfully loaded onto the rig in the left. Since we're working in a non-linear environment, we can do pretty much anything we want with the mixer. We can take the original clip and we can scale it down to half, and it will scale the animation to be faster. We can also right-click and tile it to the view, which will repeat the animation over and over. We can add a layer above and adjust the weight track to kind of ease it in and ease it out to create a transition without using a transition track. So basically you can do all the things you would originally do with the motion mixer in Character Studio with max rigs. One important thing that you'll notice is once you load your objects into the mixer, they're no longer under your control. They're controlled by the mixer motion, so you can't move the objects in the viewport. If we wanted to go back to working with your objects in the viewport, we'll have to do a mixdown of this animation onto the objects. So to do that, we just right-click on the character's name and say delete. And then a keyframe per frame is made, and the animation still plays back, but now you can edit any portion that you like by just selecting in the viewport and animating. As you can see, the mixer is fully integrated into Max, enabling you to use all 3ds Max objects.